Yo, what's up, YouTube? What's up, everybody? And I'm back with, another video that I'm doing today for y'all. Cause the video, I'm talking about the most, for the video, I'm gonna do a video about on the most ghetto-ish, neighborhoods in Montgomery is Ridgecrest. Okay. The video, I'm talking about the most ghetto-ish, ghetto neighborhood in Montgomery is called Ridgecrest. The video gets down to, on why I grew up in Ridgecrest and why, basically this area basically the most crime infested area, and how it have, a lot of crime in each area of Montgomery, how it can be a dangerous place to live. So here we go. Okay, video, I'm gonna give y'all probably since the history though, back, why this place was once a good place to like move to and why it's dangerous now. Okay. Back in 1960s, and so I think the whole Ridgecrest area is known as a white area, on how people who move to parts of Montgomery, basically the white areas, like first the black first the white people who moved to this area called place called Happiness Patton Avenue, basically people who are very much or rich, somebody who live in those type of areas, they come from, someone who was a doctor, a lawyer, but it's I think back in the I think back around in the 60s or 70s, I think this area was basically known for whites, but it's, it's, I think Montgomery kind of was separated back then. Yeah, I think Montgomery was kind of more I say it was kind of more segregated because it got a lot of blacks living in, I bet the east side of town and the whites live in the west side of town, because it's more different now, because it's about how the white people move to each part of the area. But yeah, I think over the years, the white moved out of the neighborhood because it got too much violence in it, and how the blacks have moved I said to the west side of town, because it's more about how people who move to the side of town of Montgomery means that things can really happen, like crime can happen, violence can happen. But so I think whites had moved out of Ridgecrest back in the day, till they have, I said let me see, I believe the whites have moved to the east side of town now. Like I said, a lot of whites moved to the east side of town because it's more less crime over there. But and so I think Montgomery, has a problem with the crime each part of town. Cause like Montgomery got the west side of town. I feel the west side of town is most dangerous part of town ever to live. Yeah, I used to live in the west side of town. And I think I was born. And at first I moved to hold on. At first, I used to like live in this area called Brad Street. Until I moved to to let's see, hold on. At first it was Brad Street. It didn't Goose Street at the time. Yeah, I moved to Ridgecrest until I was about 10, 11 years old. I was about 10 at the time. I was 10 or 11. Yeah, I started my fourth grade year. At that first I attended like schools in West Side Town, like Davis Elementary School, Fuse, Battleground, and the Mill. And Fuse it needs Fuse and it needs a school. So yeah, I attended those schools in West Side Town. Yeah, the West Side Town is basically majority of black folks. Yeah, I did my videos about that prior in past, about on how Montgomery got a lot of blacks who very much living in that's based on the one side of town section. But and so I think the black side of town, basically the west side of town, is black folks. Yeah, they got some whites here and there, but sometimes it's black folks who is actually living in a part of town. But like Ridgecrest is basically under the hood that you live at. Yeah. So I bet Ridgecrest is basically the number one ghetto neighborhood that I used to live at. A long time ago. When I was young. Yeah, the Ridgecrest is it's kind of not that bad. Back then, I see when I moved to that place back around 2002. Yeah, I think at the time like me mama I said move from Goosery to Ridgecrest at the time. Back around the year of 2002. So yeah, I've been there. Yeah, I've been over there since I think over 9 years ago. Yeah, I think I yeah I think mama had lived there since I was young. I was in 4th grade at the time. So the Ridgecrest is basically a poverty stricken place. Neighborhood. That's where we got a lot of crime. A lot of violence in it. Or how folks get killed in Ridgecrest. Yeah, I think Ridgecrest it got a lot of robbers. A couple different areas. You know, different areas inside town. Like robbers come from Ridgecrest, like Dobie, and some other robbers that came from those areas, like I believe Brother Red I think had lived in Ridgecrest before. I think he moved to Atlanta though. It's, it's, so yeah, I think robbers who live in Ridgecrest was Dobie and and yeah, Dobie and already Red. So I feel like the robbers who came from Ridgecrest, basically the robbers who are very much known. And, I still know Montgomery for rapping. So I think Ridgecrest is basically the most ghetto-rich, violent place to live. Because they got a lot of abandoned houses over there. Abandoned houses. Abandoned buildings. You know, over there in the west side of town. Yeah, they got nothing really but just McDonald's and pawn shops. We got a lot of liquor stores over there. So yeah, I believe west side of town. Yeah, it's kind of more of a poverty stricken side of town because west side of town it doesn't have nothing to do over there. Just got a lot of pawn shops over there. McDonald's, Church of Chicken. All type of places to when yeah. So I believe it's being less money over there. Like it's supposed to be money on the west side of town because it's more poverty over there, and folks don't want to spend the money over there because they got a lot of crime over there. Like yeah, I think east side of town is more different than west side of town. So I think east side of town is people who spend the money over there. Like folks who move to the east side of town is when they spend the money. They trying to and so, I feel like people kind of want to invest more into the black neighborhoods. The white side of town basically this side of town is where they want to invest the money over there. And so the west side of town it kind of more different than the north side, east side, south side, and so I feel like the whole top part of towns in Montgomery, it kind of much more got less crime over there because it got folks who live in those gated houses. Someone living inside town, Mister, they live in no gated um you know gated communities. Like parts of Montgomery got gated houses. Someone living in basically in subdivision areas. Like so I think Montgomery got subdivisions, apartments, and some got gated, you know, apartments over there. Someone who live in the gated houses. Someone who is rich. Someone who got someone got a lot of land over there. But for like I said, Eastside Town got more gated houses versus basically West Side Town. So West Side Town doesn't have a lot of burger bars in it. Like folks who move to those type of dangerous places to when people might get robbed over there or killed. So I feel like I said West Side Town is kind of more going downhill. Yeah, I think dealing with basically very much I say dealing with kind of I say gentrification because like we got a lot of areas they dealing with a lot of crime and a lot of gentrification over there. Yeah, I think justification comes from people who put stuff into the black community. Yeah, I said when the whole community value go down by people who I said do like crime over there. Like each crime in Montgomery can have a lot of people who are very much drug dealers and gangsters and gangs. And something Ridgecrest is basically got is the most gentrified areas over there. Who is very much the projects. Folks who live in the projects is the black folks. I said living in poverty, who are very much, you know, struggling on rent. Someone who living in those projects. To when people who move in the projects is when people who get killed over there. And so I think the whole entire Montgomery neighborhoods it can't be very much bad. If somebody move to an area to when crime might go up. Crime might happen. Somebody can't get killed over there and things might go wrong. If you go to yeah, I think people move to a type of areas in Montgomery, it can have a lot of crime too. Like Ridgecrest got the most crime over there because it's about how people who I used to live in those projects, in the hoods, So I feel like Ridgecrest is basically the most ghetto rich neighborhoods that I had grew up in. So I feel like it must dangerous over to live. So I feel like it's most ghetto is probably place to live. So make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to Peace. I might take